Hello everyone, this is Jeremiah, and I've been given the assignment to explain how to complete exercise 5-13 in the homework. As you can see, I have finished my homework problem, and what I'm going to do now is go ahead and switch to Excel and explain to you how I calculated those answers. So what I've done here in Excel is I've created a little table where I could fill in the numbers that they've already given us for each of the items, and then from there we'll be able to calculate the answers that we're looking for. So for company B, they gave us the beginning inventory, purchases, purchase returns and allowances, the freight in, the cost of goods available for sale, and the ending inventory. We're asked to calculate the net purchases, the cost of goods purchased, and the cost of goods sold. So we'll start with the net purchases. In order to calculate that, all we have to do is subtract the purchases, the purchase returns and allowances from the purchases. And that 2,130 minus 114 equals 2,016. Once we've done that, we can calculate the cost of goods purchased. We do that by adding the net purchases and the freight in. And when we do that, we get 2,201. And then finally, for company B, we're asked to calculate the cost of goods sold. And we can do this by subtracting the ending inventory from the costs of goods available for sale. And that is 2,116. All right, for company M, the first thing we need to figure out is the purchase returns and allowances. And in order to do that, we just need to find the difference between purchases and net purchases. So we'll subtract the net purchases, 1,477, from the purchases, 1,534, and that is 57. Next, we can calculate the freight in. And we can calculate the freight in by taking the difference of net purchases and the cost of goods purchased, because the net purchases and freight in combined equals the cost of goods purchased. And so we take 1,477 from 1,747, and we get 270. Next, we're going to calculate the ending inventory. In order to calculate this, we subtract the cost of goods sold from the cost of goods available for sale, and that will give us our ending inventory. Sorry, I had to pause that for a second. I live near an airport, so sometimes the airplanes fly over and it's pretty loud. So again, we're going to calculate our ending inventory by subtracting 1,747 from 1,917, and that equals 170. Moving on to company O, first we need to calculate the purchases, and in order to do that, we can simply add together the net purchases and the purchase returns and allowances, and that will give us 10,934. Next, we can calculate the freight in by taking the difference of cost of goods purchased and net purchases. And we do that by subtracting net purchases from cost of goods purchased, which equals 909. Finally, the cost of goods available for sale is simply the cost of goods purchased combined with the beginning inventory, which equals 12,425. And our last company, company S, we're actually going to begin by calculating the purchase returns and allowances, because we're going to need to calculate the cost of goods purchased before we can figure out what the beginning inventory was. So we'll begin here. In order to do this, we need to subtract the net purchases from the purchases. And so 61,898 minus 60,000 52 is 1,846. Next, we can combine net purchases and freight in to get the cost of goods purchased. So 60,052 plus 3,181 is 63,233. Now that we have that number, we can calculate the beginning inventory by taking the difference between costs of goods available for sale and cost of goods purchased. So we'll subtract 63,233 from 70,333 and we'll get 7,100. And that's it. Then we'll go ahead and transfer those into the proper places in the homework assignment. And we should be good. If anybody has any questions, feel free to post and comment and ask questions, and I'll do everything I can to help out. I hope you have a wonderful day, and good luck.